Okay, so we measured these openings. They vary a little bit, but they are 31 and 3/4 to 32. There was one over here was maybe 31 and a half. They're 66 and a half, and that's on the outside of this apron and on the inside. So you've got that extra depth of an inch or so on each side, and you can see the seam here where that was installed. So basically they've got all 4x4 posts, and this is all extra trim on the inside. So the old windows were just installed in that opening, and you can see where there was stop at the bottom and such. All right. So one option is the fixed panes, which would look really good. Tall glass and such. They're concerned about the heat and it getting too hot in the summer. And we can see what we could do with, double hung sashes. Or would you want windows that are casements versus sashes that go up and down?
What do you mean by casement?
Casement windows are the windows that you cranked out and they opened out, kind of thing.
Joanne? Joanne? You're missing it. So, could you say that again?
I was asking, so fixed panes was one option. Sashes that go up and down like your house is a second option, and the third option would be casement windows maybe that open out and back.
So the whole window swings?
Yeah. They're not. There was a day and an age where they were super popular. They're less popular today. Most of the sunrooms, we do have sliding windows. Like we took all the posts out in between and just put glass across there that, you can slide the panels, that sort of thing.
I don't think the casement window, that doesn't sound like something.
Right.
We just had it, as we talked about to start with,
Uh-huh.
kind of like the idea of basically the same windows that we had. I think we ran into this problem.
Now, the windows you had were just basically storm windows.
Yeah, I know. They're cheap. Yeah, I know.
Right.
And if we could have found some just like those to put back in here,
Right.
that's what we would have done. And I think it would suit our purposes.
Mm-hmm.
Fine, we could open them up when we needed to, close them.
Now, do you need to be able to open all of them? Or would it be something that, you do all of these windows as fixed panes, but do that one and that one as sashes or something different that you could open?
What do you think about
Why
that?
would you do that? Why?
Because so you could open it up and get some ventilation.
Why can't you just put the same windows in the whole thing?
Well, they don't. Those would be custom windows.
Any way we do it, they would be custom windows. We'd literally have to get them made.
Put a standard window in?
The problem they had is there were no standard windows this tall and that width.
I know, if you rebuild the frame.
Right. We can also rebuild, and that's originally what I was thinking. You've got these literally could be taken out, and this could be supported differently. So just frame it in for whatever the windows are that we're going to do.
So it sounds like you're not wanting to go that way. Is there a reason?
Well, originally that's what I thought we were going to do, was essentially, replacement windows that, we're going to reframe things to fit those windows. We didn't end up going there. We ended up buying a cheaper version of a window, trying to use the openings that we have. And obviously then we ended up with some of the issues that you had here. which part of that is Tyler's fault, and some of it is maybe we just miscommunicated what we were trying to do, or
let me go ahead and say this. We like Tyler.
yeah,
We like Tyler. But he doesn't need to be the one working on this project anymore.
right, yeah, we caught that.
Yeah, he's very sweet, hard worker.
Worked hard. Gosh, he worked hard.
I will tell you that almost entirely the clients all loved him, you know.
I
And
can see
most
that.
of the projects we've sent him on, we've never had an issue like this before, but maybe this just was out of his wheelhouse, you know.
Yeah, well, you know, and that's, and I, you know, I just want to get that out there. But I, you know, like I said, we're very fond of him.
No, on that last, can we just,
Yeah, like, I mean, this project hasn't gone well, and
Right.
and like I said on the phone, what I'd really like to do
Uh-huh.
is for us just to settle up
Uh-huh.
and go a different route.
Okay. I mean, that's possible. They already have taken back every penny I ever had from you, 100%. So that's out there in limbo somewhere.
yeah.
And the
Yeah.
way you did it, it's probably stuck out there for 90 days.
Well, I called
know.
them because I was concerned
Right.
about that if we spoke on the phone, and they said that we could put that back on. It'd be a matter of days.
Okay.
That's what they told me.
So they would let you reverse what
Yes.
you did. Okay. All right.
What we would have to do
Uh-huh.
is we would have to have everything in writing and submit to the
Yeah.
settlement we had, and whoever owed who money
Right.
would put it in writing that we were going to settle up
Right.
with that,
Uh-huh.
and
They would just put back
it would
that
go
amount.
to Discover. It would go to Discover
Right.
to be applied.
Because it was a Discover card.
Right.
Yeah.
Have you talked about the door or the windows yet?
Not yet.
I mean, okay. Okay.
Yeah. But that's what we'd like to, and part of the reason is, like, the
Now,
skylights.
now, ultimately, what are you going to do out here? When you say you're going to go another route,
Well,
I mean, you can't leave it the way it is.
No.
And I feel some obligation that I, committed to do a certain job. Usually, we warranty everything we do. I would move heaven and earth to make this right for you. And that's normally what we do. And I've got 30 or 40 guys working for me. It certainly doesn't have to be Tyler that's out here. And if I got, one of my guys that does the floor rooms and stuff out here, this would be just a markedly different approach to what we're doing. But that's, I can't force you to do anything. So.
Well, my first thought when I was going to do it is I was going to do it myself. I'm not as handy as you are. I tell anybody for every 5 minutes I work, I spend 30 minutes scratching my head.
Right.
But I thought, no, we're gonna.
Well, you're lucky. You got more hair to scratch than I do.
But I thought, well, no, we're gonna pay the money. We're gonna have somebody, because I was worried about getting windows that fit, and also, my big concern right now is getting on the ladder over there and working at the top of those windows. I got a thing for heights,
Right.
and I wasn't sure how to handle the skylights, and I thought if I fix them and they still leak, then I'll be going back up there again. Who knows what I'll screw up as far as the roof. I'm just going to hire somebody who knows and just come in and do it, and write the check or whatever, and be done. And that's just not the way it's worked. So I was thinking finding somebody, whether it be a roofer or whoever, come in and fix the skylights, because they're both still leaking. You see the
And Tyler, how many, we spent like $80 on caulking, and they rang and I had to put buckets.
yeah, the silicone.
Oh, that's
way
what
to
those
fix
are
that.
for. Okay.
You
Yeah.
know, caulking, silicone, whatever it was. He did 2 days of caulking and siliconing, because
Yeah.
it rained the next day after he did it. So he did it again, and then this past rain.
It's just.
Yeah, it's just not. It's not.
Yeah.
It needs to
All
be.
of our stuff that's in here is out in the garage. You can't park in the garage.
Yeah.
You can't eat a meal here because all this is here.
And we expect this to be.
A
Right.
couple days.
Yeah.
Hey, RT, I'm with a client. Can I call you back? All right. Okay.
Anyway.